What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer. If you want to enter my 37,000 subscriber silver giveaway, this is your last chance. In a couple hours, I'll be announcing the winner, so make sure you click that subscribe button, head straight over to that giveaway entry video, and go submit your entry because you don't want to miss that stuff. I'm also doing at 38,000. I'm doing another one at 39,000, at 40,000. I'm giving away over $1,000 worth of silver. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You got to be subscribed. Plus, I post daily videos. I post videos around noon, around 5 p.m., and then around, 8 or 9. So I always got y'all, keeping y'all in the loop. Today's video is interesting. Silver is always called, or has been called, the devil's metal, the rebellious metal, gold's little brother. I call it gold on steroids, but that's one of the only positive nicknames it has. And they call it the devil's metal because it's risky. It's a lot more risky than gold because, like I said, it's gold on steroids, but that could also be that could also be dangerous. You want to know why? It's an extreme version of gold, right? It's like a bipolar gold. It hits higher highs and lower lows. So, if gold's going to rise 15%, silver's probably going to rise 25%, maybe 30%. But if gold drops 10, 15%, silver could drop 30%. So it's a great thing when things are going good, but it's a terrible thing when things are going bad. That's a lot of opportunity there. See, there's a lot more room to make money with silver, but it's also easier to lose money. So you got to be careful. Now, when I'm talking about the bad side, it's really not that bad because silver is money within itself. It's not like stocks where it's just, it's just a company that silver's not going anywhere. It's been valuable for over 5,000 years, so it's a safe haven metal. So really all I see is good. It's a win-win situation. It has industrial uses, unlike gold. Gold's just a monetary metal. Now, I thought these two articles I picked specifically because the first one's talking about they're going into why people are turning to silver in an uncertain year, but then it also goes into how silver demand could rise by 11%, right? So people are definitely turning their attention to silver, and there's obvious reasons for that. The Reddit frenzy put silver in the limelight. It probably would have been more of gold, but that Reddit frenzy, people took an eye to silver, realized, hey, there is potential here. Hey, it's a cheaper, more affordable version of gold. Why not invest in this? Especially when they watch videos like mine that are talking about the numerous reasons why silver is better than gold and has more potential. So, over the course of 2020, investors living in an uncertain world turned to the most traditional safe havens as equity markets collapsed, negative interest rates were posited, and currencies were debased. The price of gold spiked more than 30% higher than it had at the beginning of the year, but silver outshone its yellow counterpart, rising 121% from its March lows to more than $27 by September, according to data, and that's correct data. Silver, during that year, 2020, was the number one performing asset. It beat Bitcoin, it beat stocks. Silver was the number one performing asset. In 2021, the devil's metal has already proven its reputation, rising 18% in less than a week and falling 11% in just 3 days later. Right? That's crazy. Precious metals shouldn't be pulling numbers like that. So, with some commentators pointing the finger at the Reddit day trader who vowed to kill the banks with SLV by turning their purchasing power to physically backed exchange-traded commodities, although the reality of this debated both by professional investors and Redditors themselves. The silver squeeze is not the same as GameStop, which is true, and that's pretty obvious. I mean, silver is a much different market than GameStop, affected by many different reasons as well. Regardless, media coverage of the spat saw increased interest in the metal, with over 1 billion ounces of silver traded on both the 1st and 2nd of February, while iShares added more than 70 million ounces of silver to the SLV over 2 days. Silver's popularity seemed to have no end in sight, with London Bullion Market, the LBMA 2021 forecast predicting gains for the metal to outstrip gold 3 times over. Some commentators are now questioning the sustainability of such interest. And that's people that don't understand the silver market. The Reddit thing was not what's going to skyrocket silver. That wasn't the reason that silver is on the path to $100 or higher. That could have been the spark, the spark the fuse. But if nobody knows the reasons that silver has potential, doesn't know, the scarcity of it, doesn't know why or how much it's used in electronics and with the 5G towers and the electric vehicles and the solar panels, if they don't know any of that, if they don't know the gold to silver ratio or how it's depleting and the amount of silver that's getting thrown away and not recirculating and all that stuff, if they don't know any of that, then of course they're gonna say, the Reddit thing failed, it was a flop, and silver's not going anywhere. But you gotta know, you gotta understand your market. You can't invest into something or talk about something if you don't understand it. So SLV, between 2012 and 2020, the amount of silver residing in the iShares Silver Trust stayed within the bounds of 300 million to 360 million ounces. But between March 2020 and February 2021, the world's largest physically backed silver ETC bought more than 300 million ounces of the metal to meet investor demand, almost doubling its decade-long average in less than a year. I don't think the human brain can fathom. I don't think you guys fathom that number. What's really going on here? It's crazy. It's unbelievable. According to the Silver Institute, which is the holy grail of information, which they're also bullish on silver, which they never show forecasts, but this year they actually did. Net investment in silver ETPs increased 329% on the previous year and reached a record level of 1 billion ounces on February 3rd, which is more than half is owned by SLV. SLV is obviously the biggest by far, but 1 billion ounces. And this isn't just from the digital side. I mean, we saw APMEX, right? Everyone's talking about the digital side, SLV and all this stuff. But the physical side got hit just as hard. I never saw APMEX decline orders. They'll say there's delays, but APMEX wouldn't even take an order. If you're a business, you always want to accept orders, right? No matter, you put 10 or 15 days and just keep it pushing. It's still accepting money though. APMEX literally wouldn't let anyone buy it. That's how backed up they were. We're talking about delays up to a month plus. They didn't even know if they had enough in stock. They had to stop orders. JM Bullion, there was so much traffic on the site crashed. It was offline. JM Bullion was offline. Provident Metals, delays up to 15, 20 days, $400 minimum order limit. Everywhere across the freaking map. It was crazy. So that shows that silver does have potential to gain investors' interest, and not just from the ETF side, but the physical side as well. This figure is now greater than the average annual supply of silver for the past decade, which roughly half is consumed by industrial demand every year. And this debate of how much the LBMA-backed silver is currently owned by ETCs with the recent Bank of America survey putting a figure at 84%. And Bank of America is extremely bullish on silver as well. Citibank, Bank of America, both talking about $100 silver over the next year. So silver demand could rise by 11%. And, this article definitely proves that. And the Silver Institute, they show a lot. They give a lot of information at the end of the year, every year. And every time they do, it is the holy grail. Like nobody else, no other source in the world posts the statistics that they do. They talk about supply and demand, and it's very important because this is it, right? When they post their articles, their sources, that's it. So what they say, you have to take very literal and you have to take very important. That's the numbers, right? So silver has been outperforming gold in 2021. Silver prices are up nearly 4.5%, while gold continues to see negative prices. The International Silver Institute, the ISI, too, has forecasted that silver prices will continue to outperform gold in 2021. That's very serious for them to say that. They are expecting strong support from physical investment and industrial demand. They also expect demand to increase by 11%. The jewelry numbers are expected to be slightly on the weaker side, and that's a lot from religious stuff from like India, but it really doesn't matter because jewelry doesn't, the amount of demand that it's coming from people interested, it makes up for the jewelry. And it even shows, it's slightly weaker, but the mining production is expected to increase to around 866 million ounces, eight, per ounce. And that's interesting to take note of, because it seems like now that people are realizing that silver is a good investment. It's funny how miners only dig up silver when it's convenient, right? While silver, after 2011, when silver hit $50, silver was down, right? 10, 15, I think $20 was the highest. In July 2016, high was $21. But you realize those 7 years when silver is very bare, silver production decreases drastically by hundreds of millions of ounces. Miners were not digging up silver at all. No silver. They were finding it as a byproduct by accident. They're looking for gold, but if they do find some silver on the way, they'll take it, but they're not looking for it. And then all of a sudden, now we see silver hitting $30, the Reddit thing, and all of a sudden they want to dig up silver again, right? It's a business. They're trying to put money in their pocket regardless of the consequence. They need to be always digging up silver. Silver is what makes the world go round. They need it. And it's not like gold that gets recycled or, resurfaced or rescrapped or reused. No, silver gets thrown away. So they always have to keep digging up silver. It's not like it's going to get recirculated like the rate gold does. So it's extremely important for them to dig up silver, but they don't. But anyways, I thought this stuff was interesting. Like I said, make sure you're subscribed and make sure you go enter that giveaway, because there's only a couple hours left to do so. I'll probably announce the winner around between like 3 and 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. This video should be going up around, 11 noonish. So you have a couple hours. So, on that note, make sure you, you tune in. I posted a ton of videos yesterday. Great videos. Elon Musk looking into silver. I mean, all this stuff that I've been talking about is extremely important to break down, and I'm so excited. I'm very happy with the state of my channel right now. I have a lot of people behind my team. I have a lot of great, just positive energy and inspiration, and especially with all the giveaways and just the amount of people that are, I'm just interacting with. It's just great. Right now is a great time as a precious metal stacker, and right now I feel my channel's at a great space. I'm going to always keep trying to boost the quality of my content. I have my graphic designers always working with me, bouncing ideas off. We have some huge things coming that you have no idea for. You just want to stay subscribed. You want to be a part of this, and you guys are, right? You guys really are a part of this. If you want to enter my exclusive member, become a member of the Slayer Elite, you can pay $5 a month. We have a members only chat. We have, stuff on that end as well. So it's very engaging, and I'm just really excited. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thanks for tuning in. This was Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.